Good morning, friends. Miss Tracy from Little Sprouts Preschool. I'm going to show you what was inside our kit that I sent home right before our break. So, as you all saw, you all got a tree. So I'm going to put the tree just right here while I explain what the rest of the stuff is. So some of this was meant to kind of keep kiddos busy for the 2 weeks during the break, and then additional materials for the 1 week of at-home learning that we're doing in conjunction with Alberta government's mandate for K to 12 schools. So my bin's a little different than the one I sent home because I sent them all home and I didn't have any left, but I'll show you what was inside. So inside, we had a whole bunch of printable materials. So there was some cutting, so you could have the kiddos trace and then cut out on the lines. This one I think is being used for a patterning activity later this week. Next week, I mean. There's a snowman. There are some printed animals. We had our holiday bingo sheet, which we played on Zoom the first week of the break. There was a Christmas light scavenger hunt that everyone could participate in. There were some mittens and some holly, and I believe there was a couple other coloring sheets in your kits as well. There was a baggie of hand sanitizer with the colors green and red in circles on them. There was a Build a Snowman laminated sheet for Play with PlayDoh. There was a party hat for our New Year's Eve party. There was a noise maker. There were some red cups, 2 kinds of Play-Doh. There was this little baggie of fine motor items, a baggie of decorations for the tree, a craft baggie, a foam gingerbread man and a foam Christmas tree, a bag of colored Christmas chickpeas, and some glue sticks. There might have been some extra things. Miss Tracy didn't make her kit quite the same as I made everyone else's, but we'll kind of go through everything that I think I remember putting in. So these chickpeas can be used at any point in time whenever your kiddos want to do some fine motor practice. So I think Theo stole one of my cups. They should have had 2 cups. And so the idea was that they would scoop and they would pour into the other cup. The other thing that they could do is they could do some sorting. So each baggie had 3 different colors. So there's red, green, and then this kind of greeny blue, this turquoisey color. So we could separate all the red ones into 1 cup, and then we could separate all the green ones into another cup. So just some color sorting and some math practice there. So that was that activity. The other things that we can do is we had some Play-Doh. So I gave 2 different scents of Play-Doh. I gave wintergreen white, which is this one, and it smells like wintergreen or like kind of minty. And then this one was gingerbread. So we can roll out our Play-Doh, we can squish it up. You can use the Play-Doh mat to make a snowman if you want. Your Play-Doh mat will look a little nicer than mine. Mine is not so awesome. It's okay. So you can squish it up, make your snowman that way. You could use this just to protect the table. You could make a snowman by rolling the balls and placing them together. This one will be bigger, so we'll go like this. Oh, yeah. And then the little head on top. Now, inside this kit was full of different things. So I'm going to show you what was inside this kit. There were so many things. So there were buttons, so you could put buttons on your snowman. You could use these straws as arms or whatever you want to do. There were some snowflakes, some pine cones. There were also these Play-Doh stamps. So these are all things that we would use in our classroom if we were having school. So we can press out our Play-Doh and then we can use our stamp to leave an indentation. So each student should have got 1 or 2 big ones and then at least 2 smaller stamps to play with in their Play-Doh. Just like that, easy peasy. The other things that they could do is I gave them lots of sort of imaginative materials. So things that would encourage them to use their imaginations as they play. So they could set a scene if they wanted with the pine cones, and there were some lollipops, some fun skewers with Christmas balls. There was a gingerbread man and an elf. So they could interact a scene if they wanted. They could create their very own gingerbread house if they would like. There was also some strings of beads that they could use to press in and leave an impression in their Play-Doh if they wanted. They can do the same thing with their snowflake. This guy's a tree, so mummies and daddies, you might have to help unfold and stick the tree together, but there's a tree with a star on the top. There was lots of buttons, some glittery pipe cleaners to be used. So basically any way the children can imagine using these items with their Play-Doh is fair game. They're welcome to do as much or as little as they want with these things. Hi. What am I doing? I'm showing our friends all the different things I sent home. You want to help? Yeah, you can help me. Just give me 1 second while I put these ones away. Yep, I just got to put these ones away while I show off the other ones. Sound good? Yeah. All right. So lots of things in this baggie for them to be practicing their fine motor, or even math. They could sort the items by color or shape. Lots of ways they can use these materials. You want to play with the Play-Doh? Okay. You want to come over here and play with the Play-Doh?
Yes.
Excellent. Perfect. All right, they could also use those materials with the tree or the gingerbread man just to decorate and redecorate. You don't have to use glue. They can just keep practicing their fine motor skills by placing the items on top of there. One of the activities for the first week of the break was the sensory bag. So the idea with the sensory bag was that they would take some of their fine motor manipulatives from that bag or this baggie in their craft kit and their glitter. And there should be one more little baggie. Oh yes, here it is. Okay, so there's a baggie with some buttons and some pom-poms, some fun glitter, which they can use for this or any other activity if they want, and then some of this really fun confetti glitter. So moms and dads or grown-ups are going to help open the baggie and then pour in, oh my goodness, Ziploc baggies. Pour in this glitter. And I'm gonna pour in my buttons and my pom-poms as well. And then I'm just gonna seal this up at the top, trying to make sure that there's no air. Let's see if I got it. Yeah, I think I got all the air out. And then you can just squish this up. And the idea was that the kiddos could press and move around the objects in the sanitizer, moving it into the green, so moving all the green items into the green circle, and then pushing all the red items into the red circle. And it's tricky, and it's going to take some practice, but I really wanted the kiddos to be working on their fine motor skills over the break. So this was one of the ways I thought that they could do it in a fun and engaging way. And then this glitter is just going to kind of scooch around. And then there's a white one usually just for fun. So that's that. That was the first week's activity, was their little sensory bag that they could use. And these are great tools for when kiddos are perhaps not calming down quite as quickly as they should, or if they have some big feelings that they need to manage, they can use this to help them calm themselves. Next, I'm going to show you what was in our decoration kit. So in here were a bunch of decorations for our Christmas tree. So the whole goal here is just for the kiddos to use their pincer grasp. And it doesn't matter if they need to use multiple fingers or even if they need to do it this way, that's okay. I'm just looking for them practicing these skills because these are a pre-handwriting skill that they need. And they're just going to pinch and they're just going to decorate. And they can do this as many times as they want. They can take off the decorations, put them back on. They can do this way past Christmas. It's not just a Christmas specific activity for them. The last things I'm going to show you is we have our glow sticks and our noisemaker and our hat for our New Year's Eve dance party. And then inside this bag are a ton of items for our crafts over the next 2 weeks. So I'm going to talk to you about what these look like. So we have some coffee filters. There should be 2 or 3 coffee filters in here to make snowflakes. We have a Santa hat. We have a bunch of different stickers. So each student got different stickers. I didn't quite have enough of all the same, so I gave a variety out. There are 5 snowman heads, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for one of our activities that involves these Velcro strips, which I'm going to be really careful. So there's 2 strips of each side of the Velcro, and then a glove. So the glove, the Velcro strips, and the snowman heads all go together for one of our activities. There are some cotton balls, which we will use with our snowman activity, along with the snowman hat and these eyeballs. There are these Christmas or winter counters that we can use for patterning, and we use these for bingo as well. Just some fun stickers that we can use for whatever. These are not specifically for an activity. And everyone got a tea bag. This was to use inside the bin if they didn't want to use the chickpeas. It smells like Christmas inside this tea bag. So you can let it brew and then let the kids play with the water in a sensory experience. They can just scoop and pour and play around in it. If you have any like little pipettes, they can play with those as well. And then there was a snowflake for our second week of activities, just as a kind of an extra activity to do at home. The kiddos can use some of the glitter or some of the other pom-poms or other things to do some decorating, gluing, and such. And then the only thing I'm missing from my kit that I sent home was a little mitten cutout with a string attached. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do with that on, I believe it's Wednesday, we're going to practice lacing our mitten. But yeah, so this was all that was included in your kits. Use this as much or as needed as you want. I'm going to post all of these printable items up on our Google Classroom for parents to print off as much as they need. And yeah, thank you so much for joining Theo and I as we show you what's in the kit. Thanks very much. Bye.